York City Mayor Eric Adams announced Sunday that he is ending his campaign for re-election. The mayor made the announcement in a video on social media. He says his main reason for dropping out is a lack of funding. Take a look.
And yet, despite all we've achieved, I cannot continue my re-election campaign. The constant media speculation about my future and the Campaign Finance Board's decision to withhold millions of dollars have undermined my ability to raise the funds needed for a serious campaign.
Adams went on to caution New Yorkers against what he says is a rise in divisiveness and political violence.
Major change is welcome and necessary, but beware of those who claim the answer to destroy the very system we built together over generations. That is not change, that is chaos. Instead, I urge New Yorkers to choose leaders not by what they promise, but by what they have delivered.
Adams was elected mayor in 2021, succeeding Bill de Blasio. In his time as mayor, much of his focus went toward lowering crime and rebuilding the city's economy after it was disrupted by the COVID pandemic. But his administration also faced heavy allegations of corruption. Last year, he was indicted on charges of bribery and fraud, and his approval ratings plummeted.
Now, Adams did not explicitly throw his support behind any of the other remaining mayoral candidates. Polls continue to show Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani with a big lead over former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Now, Mamdani responded to Adams' decision in an interview, saying he doesn't think this will have much of an impact on the race. Cuomo posted his own response on X, writing, quote, "The choice Eric Adams made today was not an easy one, but I believe he is sincere in putting the well-being of New York City ahead of personal ambition. We face destructive extremist forces that would devastate our city through incompetence or ignorance, but it's not too late to stop them."
So the politics of this is that Eric Adams getting out does help Andrew Cuomo. They're competing for the more moderate slice of the electorate. Eric Adams is the incumbent mayor, so this is kind of a big deal that he just is deciding no longer to run for re-election, although he says he was just so hamstrung by the legal issues he's facing. This is going to help Cuomo a little bit. Now, Zohran Mamdani is very far ahead, so I don't think it fundamentally alters the shape of the race. Mamdani is still, he was before almost virtually certain to win. He's now, I think, just very likely to win. But we could get some polls indicating something else. If this helps Cuomo get some momentum, then maybe it'll be a different story. But we have to wait to see that.
I think I agree with Mamdani that this announcement was kind of insignificant. Eric Adams' approval rating has plummeted, like we said as in the read-in, so low because of his antics repeatedly, that this was kind of like a clown show between a former governor that was convicted of all this misconduct, sexual misconduct, allegedly.
Well, wasn't convicted of sexual.
I mean, not convicted, accused of, sexual misconduct, but then also accused of all those incidents at the nursing home during the pandemic. So he's talking about poor leadership, and Eric Adams, if he is essentially going to throw his support behind Cuomo, saying, look at the history of how they ran the state. I think that's not a good
I would have preferred Cuomo drop out and throw his support behind Eric Adams personally.
That's kind of random. And also, he's an incumbent. People, I don't know who dislikes who more. And also, people are so exhausted and extremely priced out of even living in New York that Mamdani even offering what to you may feel like unrealistic solutions sounds better than no solution, or sounds better than them saying, oh, good old boys club. Oh, Cuomo and Trump talk often. Obviously, they think that. Cuomo and Eric Adams and Trump must talk often. I mean, he helped that man get out of trouble. So it's kind of like, well, who's on our side? These seem like Trump's friends, and then Mamdani.
You know, I've said many times that I don't really have a dog in this race because I despise Andrew Cuomo because of the COVID leadership, and Zohran Mamdani, I disagree with his ideas, but he seems like a nice person. But the left has been far more irritating to me lately. And on a serious note, the whole left-wing violence thing from socialist-type people. He is a member of the Democratic Socialists of America, Zohran. So I'm wavering in my desire to remain neutral in this contest because as much as I really despise Andrew Cuomo, he's not a socialist. So I don't know. I'm wavering.
We're going to keep talking about this, especially as Election Day comes up.
Next up, conservatives are blasting the NFL over who they chose to be the Super Bowl halftime performer. We'll be right back after this.